What's up, YouTube? Stuart, the Adventurous Male right here. Kind of a late video. I didn't get any video of the weekend. I told you guys I'd show you what we do out here on the road for fun and that kind of thing. And quite honestly, it's been a really hard week. And for the weekend, my 2 hours of Saturday and my day here Sunday, I've been doing a lot of errand running mostly. So didn't get a lot of videos. I am going to try and make some later on to kind of give you some updates and that kind of thing of exactly what I'm doing. The quick version is next project I've decided to work on is a motorcycle. Decided I'm going to build a motorcycle on the road. It's quite the undertaking. It's going to be an adventure, to say the least. So you know, why not? You know, it gives me something to do. So to do that, I've decided to build all my own tools, all my own material, build the bike from the ground up, quite literally. So we're starting at square one, which is a frame jig and metalworking equipment, which I don't have access to when I'm on the road. So I'm doing what I can. The materials, I'm going to try and pick up some from salvage yards, scrap yards, some stuff off job sites, you know, anything I can get scrap. And hopefully take a video and show you the build process of the frame jig. The other parts and pieces I plan to build, again, scrap materials to make what I need, and you know, in order to come up with some of it, sheet benders and English wheels, things like that. The rest of the stuff is hand tools, and I'm trying to build as much as I can on my own, and so I did a lot of research, and I don't know a whole lot about metalworking as far as bending to make fenders and gas tanks and things like that. So I did a bunch of research on it and found out that it's a skill you learn over time, and it's trial and error, and I found out there's a lot of tools involved. So I thought I'd give you an update on what I did today. What I did today, after I picked up my laundry and got groceries and that kind of thing, I went on an adventure, and on the cheap I picked up a bunch of tools. I'm going to show you what we got going on. Yesterday afternoon I built some sandbags. I'll put a how-to video together for that later, but here's what we got right now. As soon as I can figure, I ain't figured this thing out, hang on. So here's what we got right now. Just a couple of different hammers, this little chisel deal, it's got to be modified and worked on, some aviation shears, tin snips, a file that's going to be modified, a hammer that's going to be modified. Watching different videos and stuff, what I've learned is things like this right here. This is actually a concrete chipping chisel, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it into work. I'm going to grind this edge down, kind of roll it over a little bit, and it's makes a good die apparently. The file is, there's a file type thing they use for raising dents and reading materials called a file slapper. And I looked everywhere to find one online to just buy one cheap. Could not find one. What I found out is you have to make them. I talked to a couple of different body shops, a couple of old school bodybuilders, car bodies, not muscle bodies, and apparently you have to make these things. So I got the information on how to make them and what I needed. So this is going to work with me tomorrow, and lunch is going to be spent turning that into a slapper. If I can get video of it, I will. If I can't, I'll show you the finished process, and later on I'll show you some of the how-tos of it when I can, when I get back to my home shop. This little hammer here, same thing. We're going to be cutting this little deal off here, doing a little facing work right here to make a really small hammer out of that. Aside from that, I do have a old bodywork kit. It's got dollies and stuff like that in it. I don't know how useful it will be. We'll find out. But I'll put some videos together to show you how I made the tools I make and that kind of thing. The other thing I did yesterday is this right here. I've got 3 sandbags. This one actually has a different medium than these two. These two obviously different sizes and different densities. Again, trial and error, learning as I go. We'll find out what the difference is between one and the next. But I got this idea from another YouTube guy who, if I can think of his name, I'll post a link down below to his page. Old school guy, been doing this for years. Shows you how to do it, and I'll put a how-to video together on how to do it because his video was the only one that I could find. So I'll see if I can't put one together to show you how to do it. But basically, those are these two here are purses that I picked up at the thrift store, and just cut the handles off of them, pulled the pockets out of this one, which is how I got this one, and then trash bags, some sand, and there you go. But I'll put a more in-depth video for it later. So that's what the plan is. Some of these tools will be modified on the job, and I'll get video where I can and picks up when I can't. Some of these tools will be made and modified when I get back home to my home shop. Now, I don't have a personal shop. What I have is even better. We have what's called the Key City Community, or Creative Community, or Creative Center, Key City Creative Center. Check it out on Facebook. It's my hometown, Dubuque. I'm from Dubuque, Iowa, by the way. I know the accent doesn't give it away, right? That's a joke. I'm originally from Alabama. Anyway, so we have this great place, the Key City Creative Center, and it's a monthly fee. I think it starts at like 50 bucks and goes up. And you have access to stuff you wouldn't normally have. Full woodworking shop, there's a metalworking shop, there's a blacksmith forge, there's TIG welders, MIG welders, stick welders, there's an auto body lift if you want to lift a car and do some work on a car, there's a small paint booth, there, a little bit of everything. All the cool stuff you don't have at home, they got it there. And I'm honored to be a member there and have the opportunity to work on some stuff when I'm home. And at that shop, I'll be able to get some video for you and show you what I'm actually doing. And hopefully I'll get some editing equipment together so I can condense some of these videos. In the meantime, that's the update. That's what's going on. And as soon as I can, I'll get some more videos up for you so you can kind of see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And hopefully it'll help you out. And hopefully you're entertained. More entertained than I was. It's been a long weekend. In a crappy hotel room. In another town in the middle of nowhere. But that's alright. We found stuff to do, and it's going to be a good time. Till next time, YouTube, you guys have a great time. Hope this was informative. Hope it was entertaining. And I hope you choose to hit the like and subscribe buttons down there. And keep up with what's going on. Till next time, peace.